Hi, friends! Welcome back to our campaign. We're playing the spy game, we're playing HEXCRAWL, and we're back with these lovely, adorable people to have a little fun for a couple of hours while we're not trashing new Star Trek ship designs, which was basically the entire green room conversation. We had some good times. Let's go around. Let's have a chat with everybody. Let's find out what your favorite class of Star Trek ship is. Make me feel even more desperate to play Star Trek Adventures again. Let's just do that. No. But yeah, let's go around. Have a chat to people. Noir, how are you, boo?
I'm doing all right. And as for my favorite class of Star Trek ship, it's the USS Defiant, or AKA Ben Sisko's motherfucking pimp head. I love that ship. It does not play around. Cisco wanted all the smoke and he got it. Other than that, I'm not really up to much. I'm doing a Friendsgiving stream with me and a bunch of people who don't really necessarily love this holiday. So we'll be playing some Urban Shadows. We'll be running 2 games, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. I've got a lovely, lovely group of people that I'll be playing with, so check that out. Then on Saturday, there's Morning Ritual. Our guest this week is going to be Wally, so that's going to be fun. And then, of course, every Sunday, I'll be behind the scenes for Rivals of Waterdeep. So please check that out. Oh, but we're off this Sunday because Tanya is going to San Diego Comic-Con to do Into the Motherlands with B. Dave Walters and Gabe Hicks. So once that VOD comes out, check that out. But that's me.
Yeah, nice. What I will say about the Defiant is, bro, we heard you like power couplings, so we put some more power couplings in your power couplings. That ship is dangerous. Susie, what's going on?
I couldn't find the mute button. Nothing much really is going on. My favorite class is my favorite class is obviously the Intrepid, because Voyager is my boo. NCC 74656BB all day. Even with the season 7 fucking ablative armor that you get from the Borg, that shit's fucking tight. I'm about it. Makes no sense, but I'm here for it. Time travel bullshit. Janeway says prime directive. What directive? Don't give a shit.
This is energy today. This wasn't how it was in the green room.
No, it wasn't.
She just got gangster.
Prime directive, what directive? I'm keeping that. I like that.
I mean, if that doesn't sum up Janeway's whole philosophy, then I don't
pretty much.
I don't know what. Even in the novels, she's like, "Fuck, you're gonna tell me what to do? I'm Janeway." No.
Yeah.
So nothing really much from me this week. I've been busy working a bunch. Streamed on some Magic on Monday, made an absolutely janky as fuck cat lady deck, which had every single cat card that has a cat on it in the art and one singular old woman. So this deck was over 150 cards, which is not a good size for a Magic deck, and none of the cards had any synergy, but I managed to pull a couple of wins, which was
wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So I can't recommend doing that, but it was fun. And then ATF tomorrow, doing some house actions. I'm excited to do that after last week, which was a good session. Didn't die, broke free of captivity, and got a smooch. So
winning all around. Yeah, winning all around. Right?
Yeah. She was smooched 30 feet away from the piles of bodies of her previous house's men that she had created.
Just don't think about it too much.
Yeah, I mean, you can't think about these things.
No.
So yeah. ATF tomorrow. Tune in for that. Yay. I don't know.
It's okay.
Leave me alone.
It's okay. Relax. Pope, what have you been up to?
Doing a little bit of this, a little bit of that, like history judging Muria's Sand. But as for myself, I'm a great fan of the Prometheus class of ship because nonsense. Just 10,000% just nonsense. It's sleek, it's nasty, It's not nearly as strong as some of the other ones mentioned, but it gets the job done. And yeah, no, I am super stoked to be back here with my spy family, and I am looking forward to performing some violence.
Cool. All right. Very cool indeed. And Lynn, you're back with us again this week. What have you been up to?
Yeah, I've been for the holiday just like switching coasts and getting my time zones completely mixed up. So now it's
you're here.
Now it's morning. Now it's morning and not mid-afternoon, and
Oh yeah.
I don't know what to do.
Oh yeah. Whenever I at work, I'm trying to arrange a meeting with the West Coast. I always have to really think about it, and I don't know why. It's literally just like 8 hours. So the end of my day is the beginning of your day, basically.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. Well, that means it's still pretty early for you, actually.
Yeah.
Oof. I could never.
It's about the caffeine. Caffeine is going.
Oh yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. What's your favorite class of ship?
Oh, I like if non-Federation, I love Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey are great. They're kind of grungy, and they're feels like a sweet bird, even though like you shoot that neck and thing just explodes.
Oh yeah, structurally it's the worst like shape, right?
Yeah, it's like they're all kind of like that. Like they're all structured. They're like just hit that one place a couple of times, and the thing just disintegrates.
Yeah.
I mean, Klingons inherently have that hit me right here, I dare you energy.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that is very true.
Plus it's red on the inside, which is rad with ships.
What I kind of hate about the Birds of Prey is that they basically made 2 sizes of it canon because they like messed up some of the sizing on the show.
It's like this one is small and this one is really big. It's like, what's the difference?
Yeah, like this one's just small. This one's Galaxy class size, just because that's how it was on the show. Like, it's literally the same model. You just literally scaled it up. Are they just giant rooms? Like, what the fuck? It's so weird.
You gotta fit those whales in there.
That's true. Yeah.
You gotta fit those whales.
Think about Klingons. Okay, so we have this design. We just want it bigger.
We want it better, which means
because we are all about our history, our ancestry, all of it. So we're not changing anything. We're just making it bigger.
I can see that.
Yeah.
Don't mess with perfection. We got it right the first time. Yeah.
Yeah. We have room for an entire opera house in here.
Yeah. They probably have one.
You gotta have enough. You gotta have multiple large fighting rooms. That's what that's all about.
Also, rooms to write candlelit poetry in. Like this is necessary.
It's always good to have a couple of buffer rooms for when Klingons are like doing their thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta have a couple of empty rooms around just for everybody else's sake. I can see it.
Well, I mean, if you want to see a bit of this gal's writing, then I did a little bit in the Klingon core rulebook about the chef, which is a serious role aboard a Klingon vessel, and I did a menu. I talked about mouthfeel. I talked about Gach mouthfeel. It was great. It was fucking. This is like peak my writing. It was good. Check it out.
All the things I thought you were gonna say. Gach mouthfeel was not fucking one of them.
Yeah. No, seriously.
That's the energy today.
I brought
folks.
my menu writing skills to the table, and I was not found wanting. It was good. It was good. Well, my favourite class is the Nebula, because I'm a basic bitch, but I like to be a little bit different. Basically. So what we're going to do is we're going to get a Galaxy class, we're going to smush it together, and then we're going to put just some triangular pod on the top of it. But we played that as our home game, so that was good fun.
What do I need to roll for Ope to make a Defiant class starship?
To make a Defiant class starship, you need to roll me.
Wait, hold on. Let's see.
You need to roll me reason plus engineering. Difficulty is going to be 5, and you have no momentum right now.
Curses, we're in the wrong system.
Oh man.
Yes, you win. I'll transfer
You
him
win.
over.
You win this time, GM. Oh god. All right, let's recap, figure out what we're doing. Right. It's been a couple of weeks. Is the music doing the thing? Yes, it is. Cool. All right. I want to start us off this session, you having arrived back at your safe house, if that's where you're heading. Ope, you've got this like knocked out guy on the back of your bike. Blood and everything like streaming down one side of your face. You can't see out of that eye. You're still on your bike and you know still heading out. Are you heading back to the safe house? Or are you regrouping there?
Yeah, I'm basically just holding my face together as my motorcycle rides us by itself to our safe house. I was just cussing a lot.
Yeah. It was self-driving, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. And you'll regroup in there?
Yep.
All right. Cool. You are, there's no resistance getting there. There's no complications. You arrive and head up those kind of cast iron like kind of steps up onto the little roof above the shops that the flat is located in, and then you let yourself in with the latchkey that you've got, and in you go. It's still pretty grubby. It's still pretty grotty, but it's at least inconspicuous. And so with a red bus rolling by the windows out the front, you'll head inside, close the front door.
I think I'm immediately heading to Athrena. Hey, just going, you said you were a nurse in the off time, right?
Yeah, I mean, the second she's through the door, she's like throwing keys on the table, going straight for her med bag, grabbing it, scrubbing up. She's like made Ope. She's like she's forceful here. You've never seen Athrena like be this assertive. She's like, sit, and makes him sit on in a little grubby little kitchen that they've got.
He just takes a sit and he goes, I think the shock's gonna wear off pretty soon, so this whole badass me hold my face thing not gonna last too much longer, so give me the drugs.
I mean, yeah, I hope you've lost a few hit points, but you're not doing too badly at the moment.
Yeah, it's just more of a cosmetic thing at this point, where it's just like his face is fucked in Spanish, so it's
we could make it an injury, a little bit of a house ruling, just disadvantage on visual perception checks or something for the meantime.
I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. Give me an injury.
There you go.
All right.
And you know what this is giving me with Athrena is like Minority Report vibes, like grubby kitchen, like little bits of surgery, or it's very like make do and mend kind of stuff.
Oh yeah, it's 100% like in the kitchen sink, like scrubbing up the best she can. Like she's got a plate with her, and like a little porcelain plate for her instruments rather than a nice little metal dish. She's just grabbing shit. There's like kitchen towels to mop up the blood and stuff, like it's just whatever we've got. And I'm just gonna be there like trying to smush his face back together.
Oh, I forgot where I was health point wise. It took out half my health point. He is.
Oh, damn.
He
one
is.
Attack.
Like, and I think as you're taking out the shrapnel and stuff, he just goes, I can't believe his drone is better than mine.
And she's like there, like trying to pick out shit from his fucking face. She's like, yeah, it's a fucking tragedy. God, I'm like, oh my God. It's just like, I can't believe it. Awful. Can you stop moving? Can you stop talking?
I'm thinking like this. Boom Buzzard needs some updates.
Okay, can you think in your head? Can you think in your head? Because the more you talk, there's muscles in your face, Ope, that every time you talk, it moves. And so if you want to keep talking, you're going to end up with a scar, or maybe half your face won't work properly anymore. I don't know. I'm not a fucking surgeon, okay?
What are you doing? Don't tell me that while you're doing surgery.
I never had to stitch someone's fucking face back together, Ope. All right.
I'm sorry to put the pressure on. It's just my fucking face.
Cocktails. Just walks in with 2 like neon blue beverages.
Yeah,
just takes one and next one. At the same time, we just.
So we in the UK have a drink that you only really get when you're like 17 and can't buy anything, and it comes in a bottle and it is luminous blue and it's called WKD or Wicked. So and you know, these can be cocktails.
Have them in the fridge,
or these can be some awful Alco Pops from the fridge.
Alco Pop. Yes. I'm here for it. It tastes like, what does blue WKD even taste like?
I have never had one.
You've never had one?
I've never had one. I used to drink Smirnoff Ice, but I never had a WKD.
And it's been like 15 years since I've had a WKD.
Just tastes of blue, right?
Yeah.
Blue tastes like?
Yeah.
Sweet and blue.
Sweet and blue.
We cut it with a little Everclear.
You made it a cocktail somehow. Cool. Well, Noir, if you want to spend hit die, you absolutely can. And I think Athrena gives you some cool bonuses.
Yes, I can give you an extra D6.
Oh, nice. All right, I'm gonna.
So I think I roll that.
Sure, go on.
6.
Nice.
You're fucking welcome.
You did a good job. You did a good job stitching up his cheekbone.
the
and his eye.
WKD. Steady the nerves.
Oh my god!
Have you got any con bonus?
Oh my god. Oh.
No, I don't.
They were all under average, bless. Okay.
Oh,
You got some hit points back.
Yeah.
So you're chilled out and recovering. What do you folks want to do with your captive?
I have ideas. All of them should probably be not allowed, but I have ideas.
What are the ones that don't kill him?
There's a bunch, right?
Like there's a lot of just different varying forms of bondage, involving super glue, duct tape, zip ties. Fun times.
Okay, so fun thing about London, just fun thing about London. There's like 20 CCTV cameras per person. So at some point, we're gonna have to get rid of this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that's after I just gesture over to Nyx. The two of us have a discussion with him. And then he will disappear.
I want to be the one that does it.
You rest
You're
up.
not doing shit.
I want to shoot him in the face. My face!
Yes, and you took it like a champ,
Hey,
so.
sidebar, don't give him any more alcohol, please. Thank you.
He's like already sneaking the rest of your WKD.
Slapping his
Well,
hands
I mean,
like he's a
he's gonna-
toddler.
Just like a baby.
Well, I mean, it's gonna feel like shit once the pain meds wear off, so.
Yeah.
Like, I
That's what
just
the
imagine
Everclear's for.
he took, like, when the three of us wasn't looking, he took one of the syringes and just went.
Give him more stimulants if we give him more alcohol. If he steals any more of my pain meds, we're going to be getting 2 bodies out of here by the time we're done. Okay?
I'm a golden god.
No, you're not.
But yeah, as for our guest, I'm more concerned with making certain that they don't skedaddle and that when they do come to, they are pliant. So I'm thinking duct tape, and just because I know how people can work out of duct tape, I really just want to marry his hands with some super glue.
Okay. Really? That's a thing?
Yeah. No, the typical way, if you want to make certain someone does not escape, is zip ties to legs, knees, arms, wrists, and super glue the hands.
Bury his hands so you get half if he escapes.
Okay, well, this is your area. This is your thing. If you do knock him out and you want him to come back to you again, I can help there, but I would rather not be involved in.
I do not want to burden you. You've already had a day.
Speaking of, can someone just get my bag for me real quick? I just need a little antiseptic on a couple of things. And she'll like look at the back because she's got like the hooks still in her from the fucking.
The probes. Those suck.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna spend a die. Get some health back.
You do have a little bit on, yeah.
What?
Boom.
What is going on with you and the healing?
We found what Athrina's good at. This hacker nonsense out the window.
Prolonging life, unlike the rest of us.
You should have been a doctor.
Like, sometimes you find your career paths when you're 25 and wanted by Interpol for a lot of hacking crimes. It's one of those things, everyone has their own paths. All right, and Athrina's just gonna go and make sure that Ope isn't dying, and while these two do their thing.
You just
Stealing your smelling salts.
You just see Ope's eyes going back and forth, and in the distance you can just hear Boo Buzzer going. Woo!
Oh no, that's not good. That's not good.
I imagine she sits down with like a switch and is just playing it, and every now and then she just slaps Ope whenever he's like get something like. Are you falling asleep? Just wake up.
Oh, I hate you.
Okay. So where have you put the guy?
Because I care about cleanliness. We're going to use the bathroom and the bathtub. We're going to have him properly trussed up, but also in the bathtub. To help ease his waking, we're going to run some really cold water and just have him slightly damp.
Okay. And as you do, he comes to, and he kind of splashes kind of up a bit, tries to sit up, and feel that he's kind of hogtied. And then as you murmur, he looks up at you, kind of wide eyes. Have you gagged him at all?
No.
We need him.
Easy there, sunshine. You make too much noise. I have to remove the ability to make noise.
And he just says, "Oh, fuck."
Yeah.
Yes.
You've done a number of fuckery, and you're going to give us all the details. I don't have a lot of time today, neither do you. So I think you'd better start at the beginning and just give us everything.
And he looks between the two of you and your intimidating nature. Who wants to roll intimidate for me? You'll get You'll get some assistance. So you'll get an advantage out of this as well. Anyway, so you're working
I'm going
together.
to leave it to my silent partner because,
Yeah.
honestly,
Nix is being the one who's,
yeah,
who's
I think
actually the intimidating one.
She'll get close and more. We're gonna get that information. What matters is how much you enjoy that process. Be quick or we can have this, last for a little while. All depends on you. Because that information is saving you, because I honestly don't care what happens to you. We better talk now.
All right, roll me intimidation. We have had like what?
This is winding us up for something. I do not.
I'd like 4 top rolls here already so far today. 26 is an exceptional score, and so he says, "Okay, all right. Fuck. My name is Mateo Puerta. I am with Info Redacted. I came to meet your contact, with Theathrina lady, and she. We wanted to make sure she was, good. And she just, fucked up the contact, and she just, dangerous. I couldn't let her go near the others.
There's a number of things that do not sync up with what you have said. Puts on a latex glove, snaps it. Now, you have, for an anarchist commune, some awfully nice toys, one of which rearranged a friend of mine's face. Now, there's very little pressure that keeps holding the entire human body together. It only takes 6 pounds of applied force to rip off the human ear. I've been practicing with Mr. Stressball here since I got to your country. So we can test real quick how easy this is. So that was your one. Who's funding you? Where did you get your wonderful toys? And don't hold out or lie to us again.
I don't know the funding. It's all Zachary's business. I just look out for people. I look out for the, against people like you. We have some technicians who work with us. It's not so difficult to make a drone. It's not so sophisticated. It's just it jams in and boom, that's it.
Yeah. That doesn't quite sound quite right. And you could have given us more about Zachary, but you're deciding to be difficult today.
No, what?
Just giving us excuses, right?
What do you want to know about Zachary? No, I'll tell you.
Then tell us, come on.
Where is he?
He's down in Greenwich, that old police station.
All right. Now, what's your plans for the protest tomorrow?
Tomorrow we go in. We've got some plans to incite things, and we cause trouble, cause a fight.
Well, you sound about as useful as an idiot being hired by Jesus to further his aims, so this is not surprising.
Jesus? It's like Sebastian Jesus? What the fuck are you talking about?
You've been hired to cause a problem, so his little cabal gets all that they want passed through Parliament because you are being snotty teenagers without having a lick of forethought as to who's actually funding you. I thought you were some sort of, hacker group, but apparently you, in your infinite wisdom, couldn't realize who was playing you. I fucking hate amateurs. And I just slap them.
Okay. Fuck.
I need fruits, names now to stop you guys from making the biggest of mistakes.
I told you I don't know. I picked the location, okay? I told Zachary, vandalize the National Gallery, and then we'll get the most attention.
I need more. So, I need to know about where is my notes for this? All these different handles that we got. Yeah. I need to know about Ruby Fink. I need to know. So Zachary's handling all the money. That's Revolver, right?
Tuck Revolver, yeah.
Okay. So he's the one that's most likely actually your guys' contact with Jesus. Good to know. But I'm guessing Ruby's the one that's making sure that all of your, people start fucking stuff up. Is that correct?
Yeah, look, Ruby Fink is me, yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you what we could do here. We could veil this. We could you have that next bit where you're walking out with some bloody knuckles, and you're kind of we've got some key intel for the guys. Let's think about a skill check to use. You could use intimidation again if you wanted. You could base that off of strength as a modifier instead of charisma if you wanted. If you wanted to go in a bit heavy-handed or something like that, it's up to you folks. And then it'll be cool because you can come out and then basically we'll do what I kind of usually do with this kind of thing, which is okay, you can ask me so and so questions, and then bam, I'll give you intel.
I'm honestly, Nix, I put the ball in your court because aside from yapping, I only do two things very well. And that is hurting people and not dying.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I think I might switch the thing to persuasion.
Okay.
I don't realize how much you're being played, but you help us. You can do some real damage. The people that are controlling all this, controlling you, letting you, go on your own and get kidnapped by people like us. So
okay.
Either that or this ends real quickly.
So it's yeah, absolutely. It's like doing deals, being more persuasive and that kind of thing. All right, cool. All right, roll me persuasion, and you can get assistance from Sherlock, so we'll give you advantage.
Okay. All right.
Watch is another 28.
8. Ooh, boy. 20. There we go.
A 20. Okay, great.
There we go.
So you can ask me.
To come up some point.
Yeah. Can ask me a complicated question and 2 simple questions of this guy, of Ruby Fink.
I think I have a pretty simple one if we want to use one of those.
Go ahead.
How long is it before they start questioning when you don't check in? You realize something's wrong.
Time has already passed. It basically should have been, let's say it took maybe an hour total to get back. It's a nice rule of thumb here in London. It takes about an hour to get basically anywhere. And so, like, the time has just elapsed where they were expecting him to check back in. Oh, let me phrase this properly. Where he was expected to check back in. Any other questions you want to crowdsource? Either a simple one or a complicated question?
I'm good with either because brain's working at half power right now.
Drugged up Ope has a question that he would like ask.
Ooh. Go ahead. Go ahead. Yeah.
Who made the drone?
That's a simple one.
Yeah.
I think we can burn that.
The simple answer that I will give you to who made the drone is not info redacted.
Okay.
And I'd say that Ope doesn't get that necessarily from Matteo overtly saying that, but the way he talks about the like gadgets he was working with, it doesn't sound like it's an activist group like this.
All right.
So we've still got a complicated question. So this could extend kind of a little bit beyond, a logical leap or something like that. So, you could... The question itself could be a simple question, but what I'll do is I can give you a wider answer. I can give you a more sophisticated answer.
As for going to the group, is Zachary our point where we can get more information? Or at least
I think that's a good one. Also trying to figure out whether or not there is another point of contact. I mean, clearly there is because they're getting tech from outside of info redacted. But who is this, who is, or who can we get to? Who can we find that is this other external point of contact, which is clearly someone who's influencing them and hooking them up with this tech? Because they're clearly, there's clearly an external force here working through. I think that would be a handy one.
There's enough time, maybe we can still go through with that thing to try and acquire Zachary, and maybe get more information. If that time hasn't passed already to attempt something.
I've got a few ideas about how to acquire Zach, as well as foil Info Redacted's plans. It's literally just 2 phone calls. But as for our question, that's the harder one because of phrasing.
Yeah, how did you want to phrase it? You were talking about kind of if Zachary is the, next kind of lead, or whether...
I think we already know Zach's the next lead. It's more from Matteo here, because this is the information that we're sourcing. And he's an organizer. So... Okay, that's a means.
Assuming that we can cut him off from organizing that might help us in some way with dealing with the protests in some way.
It already does. It's I'm just going, okay, so who has contacted, he's the organizer, info redacted, or joined their ranks within the past 8 months?
So Matteo is a prime candidate for one of those new recruits and has worked his way up the kind of vague internal structure rather quickly. What you'll already know from the information, the intel that was intercepted and sent to you, is that the instant messages between the group, between like a WhatsApp group, was between Zachary Daniels, he's the leader of Info Redacted, goes by the handle Tuck Revolver, Bryony Riesling, it's a populist organizer for Info Redacted, and then Ruby Fink, who is Matteo. He's that third user in the chat that goes by the handle Zombie69. Matteo seems to be the one whipping up Zachary and convinces him to vandalize the National Gallery. But you will also remember that Athrena, looking into the instant messaging to see if she could get any more information, handles, some kind of metadata on any of it, that it looked like that the messaging, the actual intel, had been corrupted or manipulated in some way. And so the new kind of recruits, like I said, Matteo is one of those fairly new ones who has been doing all of that stuff. And obviously in his conversation he mentioned the National Gallery again to you guys. But it does appear that some of the details of those instant messages have been changed. They've been rewritten. And potentially it means you don't have the original data, the original instant messaging.
Okay.
So in terms of logic, in terms of what Matteo's been doing, it could be that he is receiving instructions from outside to do this.
Yeah.
Because he's whipping up the group.
He's the new one. He's the one that's causing problems.
It'd be worth finding out if he who spurred him on to joining to do this with the group. Because it's very rare that someone would independently decide to do this.
We also have a name now. Athrena, could you possibly do a financials search on our Matteo?
I could try.
Thank you.
Yeah, Matteo Puerta, try and follow the money. Because that's probably going to tell us more than Matteo here.
How did you want to go about this, Susie? Because there is an obvious answer to this question. There is an obvious approach to this. You have Matteo.
Mm-hmm.
You have his stuff. If he's carrying it on him.
Yeah.
He's
can literally
probably carrying
on
his
your Hex
phone.
device, right, Sam?
Oh,
Everything's
boy.
on Hex.
Yep.
Okay. Just a little sidebar here away from good old Matteo. Look, we can we have him, we have his device, so if he has biometrics and that, it's easy. We just pop it open, he's right there. Problem is we would have to connect to Hex. I'm very hesitant to do that here.
I have an idea where we work through our timetable rather quickly. Because we're on the clock. So we take our new friend, here with us as we make our way to the Greenwich Police Station, because we need to have a conversation with Zachary. That's just clear.
Yes.
On the way, I will make a phone call to my MI6 contact, letting them know some of the information that we've got, just as part of trade, as well as going, hey, put some extra security at these specific spots and make sure they're not extra angy. You know, some actual fucking professionals for once. And then on our trip towards Greenwich, we connect to the Hex network. That way it's not super close by any of our targets. So if it does get tracked, oh well. And as for Mateo, I'm getting the distinct feeling that this jackass is holding out. And I am displeased. And I've been very curious as to what kind of fish I can get out of the Thames. I don't know about you, but I'm figuring I could get something big with some fresh bait.
You go down the estuary, you might get a shark.
Ooh.
That's quite far away, though. That's a bit of a trek.
Oh, it's only minnows here.
Metadata. We don't have to connect to Hexblade to get basic call log information. We could just clone the hard drive.
Yeah, that is true. We can do that.
Good idea.
I mean, just a little sidebar. How good is Ope? Even drugged up, boozed up, and with half his face missing, he's still cognizant enough to pull that out of his ass.
Hey.
Ope's even better, because what would spring to your mind as well, mate, is that if Mateo's device is on, then his geolocation information may be out there. His metadata may be out there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I was literally about to be like, and also hold this thought, because there is no way, like, he didn't have the forethought to turn off his hex device when we brought him here, so it's probably on anyway.
Which means that he's been a beacon for anybody looking at him since he got here.
Yep.
Well,
So
We've been compromised!
well, I don't have any problem using him as bait live or dead once it gets us that information.
We need him alive.
For now. Anyway, I have a phone call to make. Be right back.
All right. Well, seeing as his hex device is most likely already on, we're just gonna cut to the chase right here. And Atrena's just gonna get his device. Mateo, do me a favor, please. Open this.
You point it at him and it...
Yeah, I mean, she asked just as a formality. She knows biometrics, how they work.
No, he just
Thanks.
looks at it and it goes... Whoop.
Thanks.
It's probably
And
like
she
a
just
really
leaves it.
horrible little kind of intonation and little like, an eye, mouth, bing, and it like does a little thing.
Mhm.
You turn it around and you can see that it's the kind of hex like desktop. He's got...
She's judging his wallpaper choice.
Yeah. Via a hex messenger, he's got a couple of messages, but by another app, he's got a different message. It's not an app that you recognize. So it looks third party, which is very unusual for hex.
It is unusual.
He didn't tell us more stuff. We knew it. We found it out.
I imagine how this plays out. Athena gets his phone, she unlocks it with his face, walks out of the room, sees it, walks back in. She's a grandpa Simpson. What is this?
It's a private messaging that you use to stay on cover.
Right. And she looks at Nyx. He's telling the truth, right, Nyx? You've explained what happens if he lies?
Roll insight. Oh, for...
Oh God.
Oh, Lino.
I'll give it a
Oh.
go. I'll give it a go.
I'm very curious if anybody would mind if Ope rolled in a wheelchair in this room.
Yeah.
Crack on me.
It might be like a like really offish.
Come on in.
Just, I would like to try. It's not working for me.
You are drugged.
It's hard to
Good.
see with half your face exploded, you know?
I came in here to threaten this man.
Okay,
Let's go on
with
the
those
idea that it's not. Just to be safe.
with those checks, he's not lying to you, but he gave you a very short answer.
Seems to be the theme with Mateo. All right. I'm just going to hit the notification, see what it is.
On the third-party app or on his normal hex messaging? Okay, on the third-party app. And the third-party app, it's very kind of back-end looking. There's no kind of nice, neat, graphically designed UI or anything like that. It is kind of, a bog standard like thing. The message just says, okay, now I'm on the spot. I need like a little name here, but the message it just says sit rep.
Sit rep. Okay.
Yeah. Give me 1 sec while I come up with codename generator. Anyone? Codename generator. Codename.
Hello?
Drag queen names. Codename.
Hey,
I mean,
drag queen names could be very dope code names.
They
Yeah.
could be very dope code names.
Seriously.
ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Tuck Revolver.
Yeah.
That's a
Dope-
drag king
Dope
name.
code name. I thought you were gonna say. What am I looking for now? Here we go. It's looking on to D still.
Write this down.
Pretty Biscuit? No, it's not. That's equally a good drag queen name.
That is.
I like Glass, but I don't like any of the second ones.
Glass biscuit.
Glass Biscuit. Glass Tiger. Fuck it.
Okay.
That's what we're going with.
Right, Carol Baskin.
Yep, that's what we're going with. The message is from a username Glass Tiger, and it just says sit rep. This messaging app has for you all of the hallmarks of a couple of things. Either a little hacker network, because it's kind of cheap as chips software. You get it out, you get it made, and then you just use it, and it's iterated and whatever on the go and on the fly. Or it has the feel of like an agency, like an Umad or like an equivalent. It's one of those feels. It's either the like activists or the hacktivists, or it's an agency, maybe.
Can I use the old glasses to do a facial lookup on Mateo to see if I could find any information on who this guy is outside of like his espionage shenaniganery?
Absolutely. Under what databases did you want to try and pull the info? Did you want to just pull it from like hex profiles or like public info, or did you want to try and pull it from
I'm
something
going
you know,
social
something you're with?
media.
Just social media?
I guess it's something like an Interpol. Like
Actually, I have NSA access. I'll just give that to Ope. Like, yeah, here's my freaking password. Have fun.
I want to know who this
Cat
guy.
Bob, the NSA, please.
I won't. It would be a meat spin.
Meat spin. Holy shit.
I'm lost. What's going on?
It's old.
Don't worry
Don't.
about it.
Never. No.
Old
No.
internet.
No. No.
So
But I was there in the MSN
yeah,
chat rooms. I don't understand. Okay, right.
I
Ignorance
was
is
on the
bliss.
dark corners of the internet. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm looking to see who this guy likes. I'm looking to see who he loves or where he spends his time, what he cares about.
Okay. I'm not going to make you roll. The search is instantaneous. It is. Let's just. I'll give you his full name. It is Mateo Puerta comes up. He is Portuguese. He, enjoys boring this, boring that, video games. He enjoys, but his posts are quite politically driven as well. So it's meme, video game rant, and then down with this sort of thing, down with the government type stuff. He by his profile, you do a quick look through the photo albums, and it looks like he came to university in the UK. It looks like he lives with housemates, so a kind of single mid-20s guy who is here with London and enjoys a variety of things and is in with this pressure group, Info Redacted.
Any siblings or parents? Is there a Mr. Porta or Mrs. Porta?
According to the profile, yeah, absolutely. He's got a mum and a dad listed, and he's got his birthday listed and all that kind of stuff.
I'm just going to roll over to Mateo. So the family's vacationing currently at this location. And I just want you to know that ammonia and bleach make for a very interesting chemical reaction. Now, you blew off half my face, so I have half the patience of everybody else in this goddamn room. So if you give me another short answer, I am going to blow up everyone that you love, and then I'm going to shoot you in the kneecaps while you crawl towards the ashes. So we're going to play this game, and we're going to play it right this time. Oh, why? I'm still high. So tell us everything, and I'm not playing. And then I have Pooh Buzzer fly over me, and I go, he will go. I have a drone, too.
Nix is going to smile at Oak. It's like, good.
Okay.
I'm mentioning his housemates. I'm mentioning his classmates. If he ever went to rape my professor, I'm finding his favorite professor.
Okay. Roll me.
If he ever yelped something, I'm going to his favorite sushi house.
Yeah, he's got some hex reviews. Yeah. He's got two hex reviews, and they're just stars and 3 words. Quick delivery or whatever.
Oh, you're one of those guys. I hate you even more now.
Well,
what do you want me to roll?
What do you want to roll? Intimidation?
I kind of want to. Well, I guess it would be an intimidation, even though I'm trying to It's not so much that I'm trying to scare him. I'm trying to inform him. Hey, they were threatening you. I'm not. I know where your family is, and I'm going to kill them instead. And I have no qualms about it. Well, it's more giving him facts. I'm lucky, but you're right.
Facts.
Learning with Ope. Here we go. Yeet. I'm very high. I've been rolled
although
that's slurred.
Although still an interesting response here from him, as you threaten his family, you threaten his housemates, you threaten him with a good time. As you are alone with him in the room, he looks up at you and he just gurns into a smile.
Oh, you're one of those. You're like an actual bad guy. Oh.
We've got a live one?
So as you come back into the room hearing that and you say you've got a live one, Ope, his face snaps back. He's like, oh, fuck.
No. I immediately come in. I pick him right up. Oh, it's been so long since I've had a real one. Smack him right in the gut.
Wait.
Let him work a little bit.
Wait. It's all bullshit, isn't it? Everything you're saying is bullshit. You're playing us.
And he's like doubled over in the bath, or at least he's trying as Sherlock's holding him up, and he's saying, "What? No, please, no, let me go."
That's not going to work anymore.
Oh, no.
And no, that's
friend.
I start speaking in Spanish.
Yeah.
Because I'm fluent.
He's Portuguese. He speaks Portuguese back to you. It's a little broken in terms of your understanding, but he's kind of saying like, "What do you mean? I'm Portuguese. Speak Portuguese. You're speaking Spanish."
Yeah. And then I start switching to Mandarin as I just like, who do you work for? And I'm going to, this is where pressure points and acupuncture are a wonderful thing. I'm just going to start applying pressure. I'm not even going to break skin. I'm just going to hit every single part that hurts.
Real quick question. Is there any way I can validate the information that I found?
Yes.
Like, that's what I want to do. I want to see, like, and I'm actually going to roll over to Athrena for this. Like, we have put fake information out into the world. Like, that's what we do.
Mm-hmm.
How would you find you doing that? Like, if you did it, how would you beat you?
HEXCRAWL.
But actually, what it sounds like
HEXCRAWL.
is people visit the world.
Yeah, all right.
You.
All right, fucking come on in, Sally. Puts a little blanket around his shoulder, sits him down. Get out of the sherry. Okay. Laptop open. HEXCRAWL, pop it up.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take off my glasses, and there's like a little bit of blood on there. Just here.
I forgot we put my stupid fucking meme up for HEXCRAWL as the thing. I forgot we put the me and Zuckerberg up with Hex in the corner as the HEXCRAWL thing. Caliber 2 software allows you to analyze Hex engagement data to identify malicious trends and social media manipulation in the platform. Yeah, his profile's a bot. It's straight up as a bot.
None of this is real.
No.
It's delightful, isn't it?
I mean, and then Athrena pulls up like a fake profile she made like ages ago. I've got one. They're easy to make.
You make me one. Yeah.
We'll get you
I
on
make
all
your
the
I can
dating
make your
apps.
KD like better
Take
too. 'Cause, I
Mateos
mean,
if you want.
Listen. It's more about the assists. It's called being a good teammate.
Oh. And I'm guessing Mateo's not breaking, even with any sort of applied pressure.
Roll me. Have you got proficiency in intimidation?
No, I do not. I have proficiency in deception and athletics.
Roll me athletics. Fuck it.
Get him. Hell yes.
4.
Very nice.
holy shit, that's not even a crit.
That's not even a crit. It's a 19 though, to be fair.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, he breaks, but just before that, I wanted to duck in with something. I was just figuring out how I'm doing it.
Strike team through the window. We're all
Bam.
dead.
Smoke fills it. No. Flashbangs everywhere.
Oh god.
Am I using investigation for this? It's a int-based thing, right?
Ope would be like, look at the pretty fireworks.
Fun time.
Does that make sense? Yeah, it does make sense.
Boom
Okay,
buzzer,
cool.
activate dance party.
Down.
In the dark alley.
Yes.
And I'm alone.
Yeah.
Glow sticks.
hell.
Yes, Boom Buzzer is programmed to play Sandstorm.
As he should be.
And I can have one glow stick in each hand and still kill people.
With the glow sticks.
I think that's Boom Buzzer's ultimate fuck you self-destruction mode. Is it just goes full disco playing Darude Sandstorm and then blows up.
Yeah.
Did bad guy just make a good investigation?
That's a good investigation. That's probably not good for us.
Oh boy. They know
Oh, I don't like
100%.
this.
We're fucked.
Someone found us, I think.
Game
Yeah,
over.
they did. Game over, man.
Random.
Sam,
dices.
hey, so you know we've had this chat before about your rolling, yeah?
What?
You wanna
What? That's only a 9? It's a D12.
It's not.
fucking miss 4 6s
What?
over there?
Right. Okay, sure. But
Anyway.
how does this look? Thrina, as you're holding his device and you're showing like the profile's fake. Maybe you're trying to move out to a different like window or a different app or something like that, and nothing seems to be working. Is that you're clicking on hitting on things and moving to things, but nothing is actually connecting with the Hex network anymore.
They got to it.
So it looks like this would probably be something like a DNS attack.
Mm-hmm.
Basically means that his device can't be connected with now for however long.
Yeah. All right, so whoever it is he's working with just bricked his device.
That all
Which
they
means
did.
they know
they're
he's
not-
compromised.
Oh, okay, friend. Time to talk.
Yeah, this is gonna get interesting now.
So, yeah. Again, a bit of a veil on this one, but he breaks, and what do you want to know?
Who you're working for, how much time we've got. I need names, I need dates, I need everything. And then, if I'm in a generous mood, I hand you over to MI6.
And on that promise, he gives you the following. That he works for Hive. It's another agency some of you may have heard of or be vaguely aware of. He infiltrated Info Redacted in order to incite that plan into them so that they would attack somewhere. But it's a cover for Hive to grab some data from a data center in Whitehall.
Who's Smythe?
He's never heard that name before.
Where's the rest of your cell?
He knows they're in the country, but he doesn't know where they are. And repeated questioning about that, he doesn't get you anywhere. He doesn't know where they are.
Okay. Good to know you're compromised. Burn spies don't have a long shelf life.
Oh man.
I'm gonna drop him, and I'm gonna go back outside, and I'm calling Jones. Friend, I've got pickup for you.
So you've used him recently, haven't you? So bear in mind because the kind of mechanics of it, he goes to ground for a bit. So you're gonna leave him a message, or effectively an electronic dead drop kind of thing, maybe.
Yeah, boy, do I have a deal for you. Hi, here's an enemy agency working on your soil to get an info grab. Here's the deets. Give him everything that essentially Mateo gave me, and go hi. So Hive is working here. You probably already know this, but we have an agent. They have already broken. Here are all the details. They have infiltrated Info Redacted as a distraction. They're after these details. Come pick him up. Do whatever you want with him. I don't want to know. But at the same time, as one courtesy from one to another, get your house ready, get it in order.
So let me have a quick look at this. So effectively, what you understand from him is that Hive are here in order to grab some surveillance data. Not only is it, stuff where the ID rights are actually about, stuff that's like data capture, image capture, facial recognition, but data capture as well, and data capture on a kind of wider scale. Part of that data capture also contains tax information, and particularly tax information about non-domiciles and offshore money. And basically the data that they want to grab is on secured on some hard drives, and only some like hard drives locally mapped in a Whitehall building, basically. Let me give you a little bit of kind of some of the briefing as well again. So on my overlay, I'm actually going to move over to this here 3D map. Thanks, Google. But I'm trying to think of how you guys get a little looky here as well. I can give you I can share a thing, can't I? Kind of. Let's chuck this in the group chat and see if that works on Zoom. That's a weird link. Maybe it'll work. Maybe it won't. Who knows?
It works.
It works.
Hey.
There we go.
We're in.
It does work, but Lynn, you disappeared for us, but it's okay.
Oh,
don't worry. No, you're okay. You're okay. But yeah, we don't have you on camera anymore. Lovely. Okay. So this is my little, for folks at home, my little zoomed in okay, we're doing a briefing and thing. So what you've got here is the route of the protest. We're going to start in Speaker's Corner, Hyde Park, in the kind of northern end of the map. That's going to walk down effectively parallel to Park Lane. So it's going to walk and march is going to go down through the park, and then you're going to come up to Wellington Arch around Piccadilly and Knightsbridge. So Hyde Park Corner Tube is just there, and then it goes through Wellington Arch effectively, and then down Constitution Hill, which leads you to Buckingham Palace. Buckingham Palace, then they head from there and Victoria Memorial to down the Mall, where you've also got, and this was one of the things, you've got St James's Palace is there, Clarence House, Lancaster House, which is the first building that you come to once you turn down Pall Mall on the route that we're going down. And Lancaster House was one of the ones that was named on the messaging as a potential target when they were talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
Further down the Mall, if you carry right on down, then you get to Trafalgar Square. You can see Admiralty Arch, you go under that, and then you've got the roundabout, and you've got Trafalgar Square. It's two fountains. The National Gallery is just to the north of that, literally just up the steps from Trafalgar Square. And this effectively is where Matteo, or whatever his fucking name is telling you that that's where Info Redacted is targeting. Mm-hmm. But that corresponds with the false message, the false intel that has seemed to have been planted and intercepted by you guys in that instant messaging. Athrena. Oh, that's right. Yeah, sorry. No, okay. He can't connect to anything at the moment. So you can't connect to anything at the moment. That's right.
So,
wait.
Question. Oh, go ahead.
Is it just his device which is bricked?
It's not bricked. It's basically got no internet connection.
No connection.
Yeah, it's basically got no internet connection. So anything saved locally on his device, yeah, if you check yours, if you check your cover identity, you check her news feed, she's now, talking about fucking soup and she's taking photos of food or whatever in her apartment. Well, you are taking photos of food in your apartment. But yeah, you can connect, you can get onto the network. But yeah, so his device can't connect with anything at the moment. However, if those messages, those instant messages, are saved on his device, you could possibly get the real intel.
Okay. Yeah, I think it would be digging through, because there's caches and saves. Like most messaging services have backups, auto backups, even if you don't enable them.
Yeah, and this effectively was done kind of, over hex. Like the real irony and the real life irony is, the amount of kind of like, anti surveillance capitalism stuff. There just is out on social media and on people's devices, and they're using normal messaging apps to like, down with the government. And it's like, we can all see that that's not, difficult to get hold of. So Info Redacted are just talking on like hex chat on stuff. And that's the kind of irony or the, of it all, really. On that device, where you actually see the real message, the only thing that's changed is the final location they confirm where they're going to hit, and it's not the National Gallery. If you go south on the route, down just past Trafalgar Theatre, you're actually going down Whitehall at this point. And you've got the old Admiralty building. That's where they, do the parade or stomp the colours or whatever the fuck it's called. I can't remember now. And we need to effectively find a... Why can't I rotate? Hello? Rotate? No? Right click, please? No? Okay. Can't rotate now suddenly. I need to figure out like maybe a building.
Oh,
but
there.
if you were to go all the way down Whitehall, you would eventually get to the Houses of Parliament, and Parliament Square, where there's a little bit of grass, and then you've got Westminster Hall, Big Ben, all that kind of stuff, which is where they're going to finish their protest route. Basically, there's an office somewhere along that route that isn't massively important in terms of real life, because I don't obviously don't know what there is actually in Whitehall. But one of these like white bricked offices is where there's basically a server room. Like that is where they are going to attack, effectively around the Cenotaph, which is our like war memorial, our national kind of war memorial for both the First and Second World War. So they're gonna strike somewhere around there. That's going to afford Hive the opportunity to go in and grab the data.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just down the road from Downing Street.
Literally everything like around here in London is within like a fucking square mile or something. Literally everything.
Yeah. I would like to spend a little time trying to find a new hideout for us. Just checking maps to see if there's a suitable warehouse or a facility that can accommodate all of our needs, and I'd like to use my natural explorer to help me with that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cities are my favorite environment, or urban is my favorite environment.
Yeah. Okay, make me a. Are you just doing this digitally, or are you going to be stomping the curb?
Digitally.
And actually figuring it out. Okay. So yeah, why don't you go ahead, make me like an infotech check, but double your proficiency, like you would with Natural Explorer.
All right. So that's gonna bring it to a 13.
Okay, nice. What kind of thing are you looking for? I think this is kind of a compromised outcome, so you can like kind of have what you're after, but it won't just be quite as perfect as you want.
I'm looking for a close. Well, I'm looking for a warehouse that has been abandoned that we can use to continue our work here without being in the place that I know for a fact that phone gave out. Like we know they know where we are exactly right now, and I don't want to be where they know we are.
Okay. I'd imagine moving a safe house is it's a tall order, particularly in a hurry, but you can absolutely bug out and try and find somewhere that is abandoned. Yeah, I mean there's probably building work or like abandoned buildings all the time. Oh, you know what? We're going to make this a little bit more cinematic and a little bit more we're definitely in London type thing. There is an abandoned platform in a tube station nearby. One that hasn't been used in 50 years or something.
All right, so I think Ope is going to slowly get out of his chair and just kind of hobbling all over the place, and he's just gonna tell the rest of the crew, this place is compromised, we need to burn it. I'm not asking, you have 20 minutes to get ready to move everything. Let's go.
All right, we can
All set.
All right. And she'll relay the info about the place she found on the device being the real target. So call your boys, get them to fuck the National Gallery.
Yeah, I left Jones a message. Won't want to leave Stinky here.
Mateo's too hot, he has to die.
No, I already agreed with Jones to hand him over. I'm gonna make him MI6's problem.
Are you sure that's the right way to go about this? We don't know who he's connected with. We could be handing him right back to his handlers.
No, this is Hive. This is something like you, Matt. Which, when you're off the drugs and feeling even more vengeful, I have a plan that I think you'll like. We're going to troll Hive for now until forever. And we're going to blame UMAD in doing it. We're going to, since UMAD still exists, we're going to blame everything on them so UMAD and Hive can have an interagency rivalry. Because I'm a petty bitch. And yeah, no, do we want to, I'm just saying, we're going to dump Mateo someplace. Do we want to dump him here? Or do we want to dump him in Chinatown, like behind a dumpster?
There's not going to be a here in 25 minutes.
Chinatown it is, because I feel like some egg rolls.
That just made us 3 in a pack quicker. Oh. Really?
Just don't use all of the good Everclear.
No. I want to show you. Check this out, and I'm going to show him one of the what's it called? Oh goodness gracious! I'm falling too far into character. Improvised explosive devices that I can make now as a ranger. Which you see, he takes a gas line, puts duct tape on it, and puts a fish line string on the door, and then he takes a power line and he just puts it right under the door as well. Somebody opens that up, this place goes boom.
Nice.
I learned something new every day.
It looks like a gas leak.
Serena is rethinking her entire life and wondering whether or not life was better in the Eastern Europe, living in a tent.
Maybe it was.
When we were all away, we all learned different things, okay?
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Well,
having said all of this, I still want to hook up with Info Redacted. I think like they could be useful.
We need to at least contact Zachary and see if he's also part of Hive or not.
Yeah, we need to let the folks that know, the ones that are there with true intentions, that they have been compromised.
And I'm also going to grab this yogurt. It looks like it's still
There
Oh, by the way,
also, hi, sorry, Hive,
oh no, you're
Hive
good.
wanting the tax info. We need that
Yeah.
info. Jesus and crew, offshore.
Yeah.
See what
accounts.
information is on there that they want so badly.
Why do Hive want it?
Well, again, we know the cabinet loves to use their alphabet soup and just
Yeah.
grab a minor agency, fund them, give them tech, but not fund them too well and not give them too much tech, just enough to make them feel like they're important. And just let them loose. Again, I at this point, that's part of the reason why I want to just use UMAD and aim them at Hive, just to see if anything comes of it. Because if it doesn't, then we know for certain that it's all linked back to the same group.
Maybe we can use Info Redacted to help us with Hive.
I am looking forward to this plan and egg rolls. Let's roll out.
Let's go.
Oh, by the way, this is the only exit that I haven't boobied. So
Is it like a window or something?
I need something better than a window because I have to fit Stinky out it.
I still think
Just
he
toss
should
them
not.
out. It's fine.
I mean, I can rig his door to just do horrible things to it, but that's okay. Here, that garage door, I hear he puts the gas light stopper on it. It's just like, all right, yeah, you can use that one.
Come on, Stinky. We've got places to go and egg rolls to eat.
Okay.
You know, when I was burned, nobody offered me egg rolls. They're being way too nice to this guy. He just rigs the rest of the place to blow if anybody enters.
Sure. Yeah. You can do that. I'm not going to expect you to roll or anything there. You set things up, close the door, and that's the last time that you set foot in that flat.
Poor fucking squatter is gonna go to space.
Or some poor gas inspector who gets called out because of a spell
For
of a gas leak.
Gas leak. Oh.
I mean, you'd be all right.
We are the baddies. There's no question here. It's just we are the baddies. Full stop. No question.
Look, I'm looking at this character sheet. And I'm like, oh yeah, I am the bad guy. Let's fucking do it.
I mean, same. I'm not.
Your
Sam,
heel
what
turn
talking
guy
about
from
now
Session Zero.
is notorious at this point, Noir.
But it looks like a natural accident, so it's fine.
Sure. Just got to inject a little bit of Cthulhu getting in your brain there as well, and we're all good. Thank you, Frax. Thanks for the sub. So the resub. Who do you want to give your advantage dice to? Okay, so it is getting to late evening now. The protest is tomorrow. Fuck it, I'm gonna be mean. It starts at 10, and it's a 45-minute walk to. It's like a Saturday, so they're starting early, right? It's fucking protesters in central London. So it starts at about 10 from Speaker's Corner. It's a 45-minute, probably if you round it up, and because they're marching slow, it's an hour to an hour 20 to actually get to their fun destination, Parliament Square. But they're going in that weird roundabout route, right? So you've only got so much time, and if you want sleep, definitely only a little bit of time to dump this guy off. And let me tell you, Chinatown for us is in Leicester Square, central London, hundreds of people around you at all times. It's going to be exceptionally difficult to get this guy there.
I don't think so. I have an idea if you want to rock with it.
You better just dump him in the Thames or something, honestly.
Industrial estate, abandoned factory.
You
or
go
something.
if you
It's
actually go a
fun.
little bit further out into Greater London, then you'll get places that are much less like conspicuous, and you'll be able to kind of put him somewhere.
Actually, I'm going to use some of Pope's real life knowledge. So St. Mary's Hospital.
Yes.
Here's a fun thing. At this time of night, all of the maintenance has been done.
Oh, dude, that's Paddington. That's like across town from you.
Yep. But all the maintenance has been done.
Mm-hmm.
There's also wonderful biohazard disposal out back. We can pop him in one of the bins and he can get picked up. Because the pickup for that is not until 9 a.m. sharp. So that's how biohazard pickup works.
Mm-hmm.
So, and also just random people being out at disposal. Who the fuck is going to care? Who the fuck is even going to pay attention? So, swip and be gone.
Do you want a closer hospital? Or do you want to go across town?
The thing with closer hospitals is there's going to be a lot more people there.
I don't think so necessarily. The one you're talking about is right near central London, right in Paddington.
Give us a closer hospital then.
Yeah. You guys are around kind of Dalston way, right?
You know, Sherlock, I have a solution to this problem.
I know ganking him, but I'd rather deliver him to MI6.
Oh no, I was gonna say I could have him delivered by people that know the city, and they can do it for us.
No,
we're not going back to the pub.
Why would we go to the pub? They would come to us.
No, we're not involving even more people in this.
Or I could just drop them off on my motorcycle.
Right out in front of MI6 headquarters, that's gonna look skeevy.
Oh no, it's to a hospital. I thought that's where we're taking them.
Yeah, but I'm not going to put him in the hospital. I'm going to put him in the bin out back of the hospital.
You could take the bike though. It's better than carrying him on your shoulder. That looks even worse.
Okay.
Nix?
Yes.
How about, do you fancy a late night trip to Greenwich?
Of course, we have 9.
I want to get to that police station.
That sounds like a good date then. Yeah.
I'm very afraid that you phrased it like that. I'm not going to lie.
Actually, since it's date night, you need some lubrication, and he just hands over the Everclear, just in case.
Oh, look, Athena's doing field work.
Again.
Don't.
I need to make a mask for the other side of my face. That was a joke. It wasn't a good one. I'm very stoned still.
All right. Okay. So let's send these two. You go. Just get out of here. And then
I'm gonna stay in. I'm gonna make a home out of this place. But Sherlock here, he just passes you with glasses. You can drive them. You can drive the motorcycle with that. I got some work to do over here.
I'll head on back and make sure to pick up some takeout.
As I'm heading out, Athrina's like, I don't know how to reattach fingers, so don't operate any heavy machinery while you're stoned, okay?
You can see like he's looking like, how heavy is the machinery I'm about to operate? I will do my best. And you should really get on learning digits. That's going to be important.
It's not like people spend, 15 years studying medicine and then 15 more after that and keep studying it for the rest of their lives. I'll just learn it in a week, shall I?
You did
you are
good.
A quick learner.
You made me pretty again.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
All right, next.
on
Let's
the
go.
bonus side, you want to worry about malpractice, so that takes away some of the edge.
Oh my god! What are these people that I am with? She just like walks out of the station like, what am I doing with my life?
What are you doing?
These people are my friends.
Okay, so let me get this straight. Nix and Athrena are off to the police station, the old abandoned police station, where the info redacted are squatting. Sherlock is off to dump Matey Boy in the what did I call it? Homerton University Hospital nearby. And then Ope, you're putting together a little home, little abode for out of this abandoned tube platform.
Yeah. Before Athrena leaves, though, I think Ope would go. Before you here, if anybody's chasing you, you don't fight good. So just drop these down. And there's a bunch of ball bearings. Like something simple enough. Just drop and run.
Sure. I mean, I'll find a way to fuck it up anyway. So thanks.
No, you'll be great. You'll be fine.
Mhm.
Just I'll worry about you.
She'll be
Worry
fine.
about this. And she gestures to his face.
Look, I have ideas. We're not gonna talk about it. Just don't die.
Make no promises.
I need you to help me find Olivia, so don't die. Go.
All right. Okay, Sherlock. Do you have a proficiency with motorbikes?
That I do not. But
So you
I do have
can-
these glasses.
You can use the glasses to get the motorbike to drive itself to the hospital,
That's
so that
what
you
we'll
can
do.
take care of your friend. Okay. I was checking, because if you wanted to actually ride it yourself, then that's fine. Okay. Why don't you make me a stealth check anyway? Let's just see how inconspicuous you can be.
18.
Quite inconspicuous. Nicely inconspicuous. Okay, good job. What have you done with Mateo's device?
Do you all need it? Okay,
I
it's
have
with
it.
Athrena. Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you managed to inconspicuously make your way to the hospital, go round the back, find the biohazard waste area, and what do you do?
And this is where we part. Make sure he's gagged. Just some quick duct taping.
Mhm.
If everything goes well, MI6 will most likely be here around 9 a.m. This is the most pleasant evening, but do try and get some rest. And it's MI6. You're likely going to get some orange juice and a cookie when you get there. Just pat him on the side of the face and then put him in the bin.
Sure. Cool. All right. Yeah, and you can head back on the bike with no issue.
I'm going to find a Nando's because we need a Nando's after tonight.
Cheeky Nando's. Oh my god. Teams had a cheeky Nando's. Cool. Okay. And Ope, what would you like to do to make this place nice and homely? Now, remember, I said there was going to be a compromise on this, environment for you. There's no power to this platform, but there is potentially power from another platform. It's not as if the whole station, the whole underground station, isn't in use. Most of it is in use, except this one area, this one platform, and there is a separate entrance which you can basically duck in and out of above ground to then get down some steps into some kind of little offices and some corridors, and then the abandoned platform itself. You can actually see and hear through a tiny slither in the wall, in the actually on the platform level, into one of the live platforms. You can see trains go back and forth. You can see evening business people who have been out late with work colleagues, or you can see a few people coming and going from the theatre or the West End. And it's kind of like, it's when you're actually down at platform level here, like there is literally at one point at the end of the platform only like a wall separating you and the public. The other thing about this, as well as the power, is that when you get down past like the first floor, basically, kind of distance from above ground, you have no signal, no hex signal, no phone signal, because even in the near future, I still think the tube is going to be one of those places that just doesn't fucking have it because they're idiots.
All right. Well, first things first. God, I love being a ranger. I am going to begin work on siphoning power from the tube, actually.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So we're gonna get some power there. That way, if we draw big amounts of power, there's no questioning it because it's tube, baby. So do I need to roll anything for that?
Yeah. Roll me mechanics, only because you're probably trying to do this without either like being noticed, either physically and also drawing too much power at once or shorting anything out. So yeah.
Yeah. All right.
This would be like a 10, I think. DC 10.
All right, here we go. Mechanics. Yeet.
24.
Mechanics is just his thing, man. He just gets it.
It's like really old infrastructure, but you are able to start to patch some power into some cabling and stuff like that. And then slowly, you know, some of the really old, like fluorescent lighting comes on, and you're able to get some power up into the offices as well.
And I am going to guess that if I'm going to look for a corporate office nearby, and I would like to essentially hack a power line so that we have a hard line into their internet.
Okay, yeah, so like a business network, and you're going to go via that. Yeah.
So instead of us having Wi-Fi, we would have like all of our outlets would essentially be hardline Ethernet ports that we could plug into manually.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that's another mechanics.
It is, yeah. And this is I'm just gonna upgrade the difficulty to 15 as a DC now.
Yeet.
18. Nice. Okay. So you spend a good portion of the night basically, you know, tampering into putting the high vis on, no one really notices or cares, and you're basically tapping into some of the junction boxes for the net itself, and yeah, you're getting basically trailing cables and getting access down through the stairs and the corridors through into where you need to, into this abandoned area. Nice. Okay, very cool. All right.
There's one last thing I'd like to do now that I have power and internet. I would like to open up my laptop and review the footage from my glasses.
Yeah, from like how long ago, or from any particular time?
I'm looking to see where the body was dumped.
Okay, yeah. So you can review that, and unless, Sherlock, you took them off at any point, then it would probably only be audio.
It drove there, and then I tucked the glasses away.
Gotcha.
Because these things are sensitive. I do not want to break them. And then...
No, that's fair.
That's fair.
So
and then
he has a
from...
general idea of where.
Oh, yeah.
You could probably get some like geolocation info. It's like geographic data from them.
I want to look for the nearest CCTV camera that has eyes on the entrances to where somebody would come in or go out to take the body. Like, I know that it's probably in an alley that doesn't have a camera on it, but the alley itself probably has a camera showing the entrance to it, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. I mean, it's probably going to be a difficult infotech check to just find some photography or find some kind of, Google Street View shit where you can see where there might be some cameras are on the side of the hospital. If you wanted to actually access those cameras being CCTV, that you would have to be on site. You'd have to go there and get access and stuff to them, I'd say.
Would there be a security camera that could be hacked into from the hospital itself? I just want visual confirmation on who comes to pick this body up.
Oh yeah. So we could kind of like set that up, right? Yeah.
So it's just like, you said it was MI6. Let's confirm that this guy is MI6.
Okay. Again, I mean, you could, so long as you're on hospital grounds, you can, like you did at the airport, you can find a way to get to the CCTV so that you can hack into it.
Then I think I think it's time for a field trip for him. No, he's gonna like think about it and then no. No. I think he falls asleep at the door with his gun in his hand.
Okay, yeah. No, I get it.
Nando's. What?
Basically, yeah. Cool, all right. Athrena, Nix, what is your approach to the police station? So the squad itself is in this old police station, and it's like an old kind of red brick building. It's not very grand or anything like that, but it's behind some of that kind of construction fencing that's been like tarped up a little bit so that you can't really see inside, but you can just about see what would have been the second floor from the street at least. And you can easily find a way where they've been kind of going in and out, just round the corner and down like a little kind of grassy kind of alley to the side of it. But what's your approach like?
So next, how do we do this? Because the last time I sort of did everything right, and I still got tased. So I would like practically
sometimes
this
it
time
happens
to not get tased. That's my or dead. That's my main objective here is we go in and we don't die.
Yes, that's usually how that goes.
But I also want to talk to Zachary and the others, and we're not going to accomplish that if we go in sneaky.
Yes, which means we should probably just go in there, announce ourselves, be as friendly as possible, and just be ready if things go badly. But if we go in with our intents known, there's a good chance that they will not immediately become hostile to us, and we can talk to them.
Unless it was more than Mateo there in info redacted, in which case it will probably go bad.
It will go bad, but we'll have another person on there, and I'll make sure that you get out.
Okay. I'll just when the fighting happens, I'll just if manifest the if, not when. I will get behind you. If that's okay.
No problem.
Because I'm a little afraid that if I'm even next to you when you punch someone, then I will get hurt. So I'll just yeah, okay, all right.
Just get behind something and hope for the best.
Yeah.
Or find a way back out.
Do we tell them that we scooped Mateo?
I mean, that's a There's a lot of good information from Mateo.
Yeah. And I feel like it might engender some trust if we're like, hey, we found a spy in your ranks.
Yes.
But again, if more than Mateo is compromised, then okay, there's no good way to do this, is there? All right,
No, then we'll know. We will know for sure.
We'll know. Yep. Okay, let's do it.
It'll be okay. Don't worry.
Just like wipe off sweaty palms. Just.
You did really well. You did really well last time.
Don't.
You managed to survive it.
Don't be nice to me, okay?
Sometimes things go bad for no reason. So, yep, just act.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Just try and be as casual as possible. Otherwise, they're going to think that you're bugged or something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And assuming that once we get in, people don't immediately come in for an ambush. That means, we're on the up and up. So, good hoping.
Okay.
Getting inside the property isn't very hard at all. So there's a little gap in the construction fencing towards the back that you can kind of like lift up, slide open, and get inside. Obviously, there's like some grounds just around it, very kind of small stuff that just used to be like a bit of concrete out front, probably a car park as well, right? There doesn't seem to be anyone around outside the building itself, and you can hear the kind of soft thump of like dance music inside.
Okay.
There are some lights on, it seems. You can see a little bit through some of maybe the blackout kind of curtains, or just a little bit, or like through where some light might be escaping out of maybe a second floor window or something. But it's like different colors, like maybe a bit of ultraviolet or even red or something that is not going to catch the eye from the outside.
Mm-hmm. All right. I guess we make our way towards the sick thumping bass track. Extreme sort of Matrix vibes going on here. I'm here for it. We should have brought trench coats and sunglasses. Shit.
Nick's probably has a leather jacket on, so she can feel.
You got some of the vibes. There we go. Okay. So what's your intention? Are you going in kind of casually? Are you sneaking around? Are you sneaking in, trying to get observations on first, or what's the plan?
Casually, right?
Let's casual. But before we approach anyone, get a little temperature of the place. Just see what the atmosphere is like. They may be aware that Mateo is missing, so it might be a little bit more. They're definitely aware Mateo is missing by this point, probably. So yeah, we'll just try and get a temp, see what's going on, but casually enter, like blending in more than just like trying to stick to shadows and.
Okay. So the obvious option for you that's in front of you is the front doors, and these are kind of like strange kind of blue peeling paint double doors that you'd get from like a cop shop here in the UK, or like an old one at least. And there's like really faded and kind of crumbly notices, like you're getting TARDIS vibes from the frontage of this. And so if you were to slip in to the front door, then casually you kind of walk in. There's a couple of people that are in the kind of first like lobby bit, the corridor, but they're just hanging out. There are, and again, the lighting is quite dim, either just like little like lamps just in the corner on little kind of what would have been little kind of old 70s sofas and stuff, or coffee tables and stuff. So it's quite dark in here. There's a couple of different coloured spotlights too, just kind of going up into the ceiling, and around you can see that there are placards people have been making, been painting, or cardboard that they've been using to make their signs for tomorrow, and they're all kind of like pushed up against some of the walls and some of the corners, so they've been keeping a few of these around. It's a couple of people, they've got like just some drinks in hand, they're having a little chat, and you can hear the music off in another room. Someone does look around and kind of come into the reception area and kind of looks at you intently for a second, and then just kind of like sighs and just goes, oh, okay. And then kind of awkwardly kind of looks back at you a little bit, and then just kind of awkwardly shuffles off with a kind of, who are you? But I don't. But I'm not going to ask. It's a bit weird. So they shuffle off.
All right. I guess we keep heading towards where the music is, or that seems to be where the most activity is right now, right? I mean, these people are just sort of hanging in the lobby. I would figure that they, the people running the show would be amidst most of the people, or at least nearby.
There's at least a back, if it's judging by the party nature of this place, there's probably a back room. It's a place where, organizers are hanging out, and you just have to walk toward there. And then that's what we're doing.
Yeah, and peeking through, there are a couple of side rooms where clearly it's been, it's some people's bedroom, where they've got a few beds in there, but people are sat around on beds, and they're talking impassionately about different rights or some social justice causes, smoking, drinking, and you kind of make your way through these corridors, just passing by these little rooms, and where again there are kind of placards that have been made, the protest signs that have been put against the wall. There is some political kind of poster stuff on the wall as well, and there's some graffiti people have been doing and stuff like that. And then by the end of the corridor, you get to a couple of double doors. One has been propped open, and so you can see inside. And this is a larger room where there's a bit more of a gathering here. The music is where this is coming from, and you can see quite a few people who are talking, quite openly and impassioned about kind of what is going to happen tomorrow, and also just enjoying themselves. There are a few people also who are just kind of like doing the casual white person dance to each other, kind of like bopping along to stuff. There's a bit of slam poetry in the corner as well, probably.
Sweet.
I don't know. I'm trying to give you a vibe. Something I've never really been a part of.
I think Nyx just says to well, if someone else infiltrated here, they've made it easy as hell. And look how far we got in here.
I mean, we just walked in. This is crazy. How do we find Zachary?
Just keep going into these back rooms until we're stopped. Or until we find Zachary.
All right.
Judging by the way things are here, we might just run into him anyways. I've looked around, just judging through this, getting temperature of this place. Are these just a bunch of actors, or is anybody armed at all?
Sure. Yeah. Roll me perception.
19.
19. It's very good. You the not knowing the kind of British general public, especially the kind of ones that would go on a protest march. Some people, there's a kind of mix of people here. There's a kind of bohemian atmosphere, or kind of also people who maybe have lived in London or kind of have an urban vibe about them as well. But there's a few people here as well who have a kind of country life vibe about them. They're kind of not like they're here in Wellington, welly boots and or riding
gilets.
Gear or gilets, but they're it's kind of wool sweaters and kind of jeans that have seen proper dirt in their life at some point and stuff like that. So there's a kind of big mix of different people here. None of them seem out of place or like they would be particularly dangerous. Even the folks, I mean, particularly to you guys who are, kind of serious agents / bad guys, there is nobody here that would be dangerous to you, Nyx, particularly either. Even their like pseudo security shuffled off and didn't ask who you were.
Yeah.
So.
Well, if you're worried about us walking into like a heavy armed stronghold, it's what that.
Yeah. I mean, even I could take some of these people.
Yeah.
Certainly.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
All right. So while we're here, I'm gonna look around for anyone who seems to be like running the show. I mean, if this is like a pseudo-anarchist commune, it's probably pretty like egalitarian, right? And there's not usually like someone that's at the top dog, but there's always someone who is a little bit more authoritative than the others, like someone that seems to be, you know, like, or even like a little group, a little council, as it were, a little couple of people.
Absolutely. In that larger room that you've just kind of reached, as Nyx is kind of having another little walk around just to see kind of, you know, who might be protecting the place or who might be out of place. In that larger room, there are a couple of kind of groups, like you said, that are kind of hanging around more. And one of them seems to be paying particular attention to a fairly skinny, middle-aged white guy, kind of British looking. He's got somewhat of a receding hairline, but he's got kind of, you know, silvery grey hair. And then there is a, you know, young middle-aged woman who has a kind of bohemian look about her, in the kind of, you know, I do crafts with my kids kind of way. And she's got
like a drama teacher.
She does, and she's got
yes.
she's got a larger group around her, but she is not. She's not like holding court like this guy is at the other smaller group.
Okay. So Therina's just gonna kind of like gesture to the dude. You think that's Zachary?
Could be. That's the right look.
All right, should we go say hi?
Huh? Don't time like right now. Let's do it.
All right. Just gonna walk straight up to him.
Okay. And you know, he's talking about you know, I mean, you know, there's cameras everywhere now. I just, you know, walk down the road, so there's rural road to the bus stop where, you know, where my parents would get. There's a fucking camera there now, and we've been making petitions to the local parish council about this thing, like that and the other, and he's kind of just going on about that.
And Therina just pulls Mateo's hex device out of her pocket and she says, "You think that's crazy? Well, the cameras everybody's carrying around in their pockets right now."
And everyone turns to you and they're like, exactly. It's ridiculous. And Hex is making it easy for other apps, third parties to you know, to get privacy settings going. This generation of they didn't have any privacy setting options as you loaded up the phone. And this is him talking.
Mm-hmm. That's by design.
Yeah, exactly.
Can I just chat to you for a second?
Sure. And he looks over towards the door, where you can see Shuffly's security man again.
Mm-hmm.
And he kind of gives him a quizzical look, and then kind of, you know, he doesn't look like he's going to leave this room. He, like, you know, he shuffles over, so you're just not in that group anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, sorry, who are you? And he's kind of obnoxious about it, you know.
She I think to say, I'm a Therina.
What's happened to Mateo? Where is Mateo?
That's a very interesting question.
Right.
I'm speaking to Zachary right now, right? Just to confirm.
Yes.
Okay. There was a problem with Mateo.
What do you mean?
He's compromised.
What?
And not the little, the big kind.
Yeah. He was a special agent.
Who? The Met?
No.
My 5?
Private.
Mm.
No, a private firm.
Right.
You didn't think it was strange that he came out of nowhere, joined you, and then became one of your major instigators, one of your major enforcers out of nowhere?
There are a lot of valuable points.
I'm sure he did.
I'm sure that willingness was easy way for him to get his way in here. How that stuff works.
Oh, so you didn't answer my question. What's happened to him?
He's fine.
That's not an answer.
He's going to be picked up by some friends of ours and taken into custody.
Who do you work for?
No one.
So what happens now?
What happens now is that I would like to talk to you about Info Redacted, what it's about to do, what it will do in the future, and how you can help.
What do you mean?
Well, I know, for example, that tomorrow, during the protest, there's due to be some extra activities.
I don't think I'm going to say anything until I speak to my solicitor.
Okay.
He says with the confidence of a middle-class white man.
Just like, I think Nick's just like, all right.
Look, you know who I am. You know what I have done. You know what I have a reputation for. Which means you know that I am aligned with your cause. I hate all of this. I hate this surveillance state that we live in. I hate that these corporations can do whatever the fuck they want with absolutely no repercussions. I hate that men like Sebastian Jesus get richer every second whilst the poor fucks that work for him have to piss in bottles and scrape by to survive. I'm not here to get you in trouble. I'm not here to have you handed over to the police. Fuck the police. I'm here because I need you to help me take all of this shit down. All of it.
Wow, okay. So just start from the beginning. So what's going on?
So, what is happening? You were infiltrated. And if my God, I find out that you are also one of Mateo's friends, cohorts, agents, my lovely friend here will not suffer that. So I just want to establish that straight off the bat. Straight off the bat that we're not having that. So please, if you are, just say something now. Save us all the trouble.
I don't know who that they are, so I can't. No, I'm not.
Can I incite him?
Yeah, yeah. If you want,
Yeah, I will give the assist to 3 now. So that's.
Oh my God.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Lynn, why don't you roll as well?
Oh my God. Okay. Okay. There we go. Ooh,
Thank
18.
God.
Athrena.
Yeah.
He isn't lying. And for Nyx, he is fucking clueless.
Oh my god, he doesn't know any of this.
Cool. Good.
You might have to tell him the entire thing.
Okay. All right. From the top, you were infiltrated by a private agency who were using you and your group as a distraction so that they can break into this particular building and grab some very important records. We do not know yet why they want those records.
So hang on, they want to steal from Whitehall offices.
Mm-hmm.
Would you know what for?
Offshore tax records, as far as I know.
Good, let's have them. Let's figure it all out.
That's what I'm saying. But you and your group have been used as a distraction. So while you are smashing the National Gallery or elsewhere, no one's going to be looking at these Whitehall offices as they are broken into by this private agency. We want those records.
So the instigating at the cenotaph isn't really about getting attention or demanding change?
No.
Mm-mm.
Giving them exactly what you want. And it'll be a distraction.
I'm not saying cancel the protest. I'm not saying that you can't get a little rowdy. Because, I mean, again, right there fucking with you. This whole shit needs to burn down. But I am saying that perhaps you could put out the order to scale back a little bit.
Right, yeah, probably right. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. I mean, in two ways too, right? Because A, then you're not becoming unwitting stooges for said private agency, and B, half your people won't end up behind cells.
All right, just excuse me for one moment, and he wanders over to the drama teacher-looking woman, who he whispers something to her protractedly into her ear, and then after a bit, she looks around at him, looks around at you too, and then follows him over to where the two of you are stood. And she nods and she introduces herself. Bryony Riesling, and she gives you a hand to shake.
Shake her hand.
And she looks between the two of you, pointing like, Athrena?
Athrena's almost a little bit offended, then she remembers that she never puts her face to anything, but she's like,
no.
Just don't know.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Famous in a weird way. Okay, cool.
I was a VTuber before it was cool.
Yeah. So, if what Zach is saying is right, and I fully understand.
Mm-hmm.
Mateo was acting for a different party.
Mm-hmm.
Was effectively inciting us to riot, to do something.
Mm-hmm.
Do we know exactly why? What is motivation is? I understand there's some break into these Whitehall offices, but as troubling as that is, it couldn't necessarily be that the government is trying to thwart us in some way. It could be some other activism group.
There is something much bigger at play than any government. There's no coincidence that Hex has dominated the world. This sounds crazy as fuck, I know.
I mean, it does, if I'm honest.
I mean,
but
you would have asked any of us 20 years ago, though, whether we would all be carrying a single device in our pockets that has our entire lives on it.
nevertheless, that's the reason why we're here.
There are people involved with something on a much larger scale. And some of those people are extremely well-known players in the world of technology and elsewise.
Well, that doesn't seem so far-fetched. Creating some kind of monopoly and into trading, and we've seen international corporate courts that are basically a law unto themselves and can sue governments for whatever they want. So it doesn't seem too far-fetched. So Mateo's working for someone who has an interest in that, who's working.
Yeah, I mean, just to put this in perspective here, I have seen how Hex is used to overthrow a country. These people have that power, and I've seen it firsthand.
And they're certainly not shy about throwing that way around.
So, Zachary says, and he's kind of, pulling his weight around a little bit, saying, "Okay, so we're gonna scale back. We're gonna keep it peaceful. Really rein in the dogs," and uses some stupid metaphors. And Bryony kind of stops him as it's kind of getting a bit kind of nonsensical. And she says, and she points to the two of you, and she says, "So we should still proceed. We still want to go through with the protest."
Yeah, still do the protest. The message should still be heard.
Is there anything we can do to help to stop these people doing their theft?
Well, here's the thing. I'm not entirely sure we should stop them from the theft. We should just borrow what they find when they get it. So what you can do to help is you can keep the protest. As I said to Zachary, get a little rowdy, but not the level you were planning. And if myself and my friends happen to be there, don't pay us no mind. And I may need some of your more tech-savvy people a little way down the line.
Okay.
Though for the love of God, you've got to stop using your hex devices for just your general chats.
She side-eyes Zachary.
It is InfoSec 101, people, please.
Yes, you're going to have to be way more condescending and take this way more seriously.
Wow. Okay. Well, thank you.
All right. Here's how you can get in touch with me if anything major happens. If anyone else comes sniffing around, let me know. And she's gonna give the burner hex device number.
Okay. That's with your cover identity on, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And good luck tomorrow.
Right then. Thanks again.
All right. Next, anything else?
That's it. Have a good protest.
She kind of slowly nods as the two of you leave off. That is where we should wrap up for today's session, I think. Nice little marker. And then next time, the protest.
Oh boy.
Yeah, boy. Awesome. All right, friends, thank you so much for a lovely little session. We are raring and ready to go for the meat of this adventure. So I can't wait for next week. In the meantime, let us know what you're up to, where we can find you on the internet before Wednesday rolls back around one more time. Noir, kick us off, friend.
Yeah, hello. I'm a whole Noir. You can find me. You can find me all over the internet as Twitter, as the Noir Enigma. That's Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. I believe it's going to be officially next Wednesday where I start my Wednesday evening show, Dungeons of Deep Dish. We've got a couple of guests lined up. It's a one shot that's followed by a one-on-one interview that's followed by a one shot where we kind of discuss, the mechanics of making characters and like how much of yourself you put in the characters. Because I think that you can tell a lot about a person by the kind of people that they like to envision themselves in a fantasy environment. Then on I'm feeling somebody's being targeted. No,
you're just atting Susie.
Then on Saturday, of course, we have Morning Ritual where we'll be talking to Wally. Very excited about that. There is no Rivals of Waterdeep this Sunday, but please check out the rerun. And on Monday, I forgot to mention, Kingsguard is back. We had a lovely premiere. Thank you so much to everybody who joined. The party is in a little bit of a predicament. They are in a sadistic shadow phase nightmare realm. And so we've already lost a party member. We're gonna see what happens. Yep, that's me.
That sounds super cool though. Awesome. All right. Susie, what are you up to?
Hi. I am on ATF tomorrow. We're doing house actions.
Mm-hmm.
So that's gonna be great. And I'm probably not gonna roll anything terrible for my month. It's fine. Huge decline. There goes all my armies. Whoops. No. Then on Friday, I will most likely be doing a stream of something. We usually play like a multiplayer game on Friday. But again, a little thing up in the air. As always, I talk on my Twitter about what it is. Over the weekend, I'm not doing anything because it's my wedding anniversary on Sunday. I'm going to go see the Resident Evil movie and have a lovely dinner. And then...
It was a TV show.
Yeah, there's the Netflix show, but then there's a movie that's coming out like tomorrow.
Oh wow! Okay.
Yeah, it's like Resident Evil 1 and 2. They've smushed together into one movie, so it kind of looks terrible. So I'm very excited. Yeah. So that would be cool. And then on Monday, we'll be back streaming as usual on my channel, which is twitch.tv/Susanna Grace, and back here for Spies and Stuff on Wednesday.
Spies and Stuff. That's what it's officially called.
Spies and Stuff. Yeah.
That's what we should have called it.
That's the name of the RPG, Spies and Stuff. There you go. Spies and Stuff.
Yeah. Oh, man.
There you go.
Poe, what about yourself? What you got coming up? Oh.
Lurking all your streams.
Yeah.
It's good to be here back with my spy family, but if you want to see more of my particularly strange face, you get a number of opportunities. Coming up next is Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern over on Weave the Tale. It is our finale for Paradise City Stories, or Mutants Masterminds actual play. So things went really sideways, and the villain that they thought that they had run away from literally teared his way through the villain they were fighting and is now nose to nose with them. So yeah, that's something they're going to have to reckon with. It's not going to be pretty. We'll see if they survive. And then next up after that, at 9:30 p.m. Eastern over on Matthew 7's channel, if you haven't had enough superheroes, well, get your double dose as we come back with Sunset City. We've got young heroes who are making terrible decisions, so if for something completely different, tune in for that.
As if that doesn't sound like Art of the Fire anyway.
Yes. And if you enjoy things going completely sideways, people screaming, and just general horror, and tune in at 8:30 p.m. Eastern over on Weave the Tale. I believe it's the finale of Aliens. And
nice.
They brought a certain someone in to play a possibly murderous synth. So if if you want to see me just go complete ham, tune in for that.
Nice.
And then, of course, come back here Wednesdays for more HEXCRAWL.
Yes, please.
I am super excited because there's another team that we have to foil. I am looking for some Mission Impossible fight scenes. Someone has to reload their arms, damn it.
I'm working on it.
And thank you all for tuning in. We're live, VOD, YouTube, wherever you are. Story is nothing without its audience. So thank you all so much for being here. And if you got this far and you're watching on YouTube, let's do a hashtag. Say hashtag Nando's. Because
yeah, that'll do.
That'll do. All right. Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Thanks so much.
God, you're making me so hungry.
I know I had chili for dinner, so I might go for more. Lynn, what are you up to?
Hey, I'm Lynn. I did a little bit of a rebound of the last patch, so it's now Gremlin art on pretty much everything. I kind of got rid of the seriously.
Right.
It is a pain in the neck, I have to say, and picked a good time over the holidays to do that, and it's wild.
I'll update
but you can catch my
things.
art and you can catch my art and the games I'm playing on my Twitter and stuff on there. And once I get back from vacation, it's going to be a lot more Gundam stuff. I got a few more kits.
Nice.
I don't have too many. Next time you'll be able to see me on Saturday on Wandering Society for Scion Birth of New Gods, where we're in the Mediterranean looking for demon dogs that can only go well. We had really nice run-ins with them last time. I'm sure nothing bad's going to happen.
I'm sure that you'll be fine. Awesome. Thank you so much, friend. Well, as for us, we're streaming here on Follow Black Cats Wednesdays and Thursdays at the moment. Wednesdays, we're here for HEXCRAWL, which is right now. And then tomorrow, we're back with After the Fire, which is our Song of Ice and Fire Game of Thrones campaign using Green Ronin's Sword Chronicle system. And next episode tomorrow is, as he said, House Actions. So we're going to be doing more of a kind of downtime kind of overview thing of the next kind of month. People are going to be moving around. They're going to be deciding what their armies are going to be up to because there is a rebellion going on at the moment, and everyone's being rebellious. So we've got that to look forward to. We're going to be doing a little bit of a scene first because the folks at Summer Hall need a bit of a war council first of all to decide what they're going to do next. And then hopefully I can encourage people to all meet up in like a little bit in the middle of the Reach before it all kicks off. In the meantime, I've got to figure out what the NPCs are going to be up to, including Unky Makey, who is near Ironwood. And there may be a bit of a disaster there if he turns up, because he's not a nice fella. I mean, that's about it for us. You can, if you've enjoyed this and you're fairly new to us, you can buy the Spy game. We published it. It's 5e powered game of international espionage and action. It's got everything you need from, running these kind of like, like covert like ops and stuff like that to Metal Gear Solid style like infiltration missions to just full on Mission Impossible action to lots of hacking and people type on the same keyboard, all that good shit. So you can grab that at our shop or at local gaming stores. You can head over to blackcatsgamingshop.com and grab that, and in other good reputable stores as well.
Sam, a week on Saturday, where are we going to be? Where we have
or a week on Saturday, you can come and say hi to me and to James, and to our, and my wife and to V as well, who worked on the game, and we'll all be at Dragon Meet in London, in West London, for that little one-day convention. So we'll have a booth. We'll be selling the book. We'll be selling a few other bits and bobs from our range as well. And yeah, so if you are coming, then say hi, please. It'd be really cool to see you.
That got me so excited. I thought you were coming to PAX. I'm like,
I think that's a few years away yet, unfortunately. Once we get the funds enough to go, then we absolutely
we'll make it happen. We'll make it happen.
Absolutely. Manifest it. But yeah, so grab the Spy game. We've got a bunch of other stuff too. We've got some like one-pager kind of RPGs out there, both in our shop and on Drive-Thru RPG. And we've even got a little bit of stuff on DM's Guild as well. So please do check that out. Thanks for the follow as well. Please do follow us if you've joined us and you're new to us and you've enjoyed what we've done. Let's go raid somebody. Let's go see who is online that does this kind of thing. We have got MCDM is online, so that's oh my god, what's his face? Does the D&Ds?
Colville.
Yeah, that's it, Matt Colville. I have spoken to him maybe once in my professional career. So yeah, I mean, let's just go say hi to them. I tend to go for one of the lowest count, and Table Story got like 2.8 thousand. I don't think we're gonna need to raid them necessarily. I don't know what they're doing. So let's go and say hi to Matt, and tell him we've come for a cheeky Nando's, and see him just get really confused and lose it. Thanks so much, friends. And hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. If not, we'll see you back here on Wednesday. Until then, take care. And yeah, enjoy your week.